How to run a 3v3 drill to coach defenders in counterattacks, soccer. Defending is one of the main keys to winning a soccer game, and to accomplish such a task you need to train your players how to defend, even offense players. The goal of this practice session is to train players how to defend against a counterattack. Prior to this practice, players should be coached in the basics of defending and tackling, as that will make this exercise easy to learn. Steps. 1. Set up the playing field. This practice session should take place in a 25 to 30 yards, 22.9 to 27.4 m in length and 15, 20 yards width field. The goal size should be 4x6w for a better scoring opportunity. No goal area, penalty area, or penalty spot is suggested due to the small size of the field, but the center radius should be 3-yard radius, corner arc 2-foot radius, and a 5 flags. This will be a 3v3 practice and 2 goalkeepers. 2. Have goalkeeper 1 pass the ball to the closest player. Since it will be a 3v3 practice, all 3 players must be close to the goalkeeper when he is ready to give out the ball, while the other 3 players will play the defensive role. 3. Have each defensive player mark an offense player. When the counterattack starts, the offense players will try to rotate and pass the ball around to wait for an open chance to either shot or pass to an open player. 4. Have each defender extend their arm fully to each offense player. The distance suggested to be between the defender and attacker is an arm distance to allow the defender rotate directions in case of a sudden movement or switch by the attacker. Each defender must keep in mind that she should be blocking the goal area to protect it from a shooting opportunity. Force the offense player towards the direction desired, which should be away from goalkeeper 2. 5. Have one player pressure to win the ball. The player pressuring should be the closest in distance to the attacker, and the second and third defenders should be covering in support. This action of support and cover should move as a wave-like across the area as a continuous motion. For example, if the defender who is pressuring the attacker with ball is in a distance of an arm length, then the next defender who is in front of the next attacker should be 2 arms length away, and the third defender and attacker should be 3 arms length away, to have an overview of how the fellow defender is doing and the attacker in front of him. 6. Coach the defenders on the back-up plan. If you can't win the ball, your intention is to make the offense lose ball. Some defenders will try to tackle or get too close to the attacker, and that puts the defense in risk if the attacker got through this defender. So keep pressuring until offense player decides to pass. At that moment you can cut off the pass, or your fellow defender who was covering you can cut the ball before getting to the other attacker. 7. Emphasize that communication is the key. All defenders should communicate to let each other know who is covering and what's going on exactly. Communication is the key to success. 8. If the ball is won by the defense, have them kick it out of bounds. Attackers will keep passing unless they get the chance to shot or the ball gets cut off, so try your best as a defender to make the attacker not think of the next move. If the ball is won by defenders, it will go out of bounds. If the attacker's shot, it will be with the goalkeeper whether scored or not. 9. Repeat. After this practice is done, repeat it with the other 3 players and goalkeeper 2. Tips. This drill is done after players successfully learn how to defend individually in one-on-one situations. Coaches must have a notebook to take notes of what needs to be improved by each player. Slide, tackle can be added to the drill. Warnings. Warming up is very important before practice, as it will lead to injury if the players don't warm up prior to practice. Do not attempt to slide, tackle if you are not trained to do it properly, as it will lead to injuries if not done correctly. Things. Soccer field. A goal with net, 4x6w.